Pray for your pastor, Wena. Hey, pray for your pastor. Hey, they go through so much. And I'm talking about trials, but I'm also talking about temptations. Pastors do not have outlets. They do not have anyone to talk to or anyone that they can vent to. Pastors are human beings, very vulnerable. And the society is always looking at them and like, you have to do right. Like, standards are, you're judged by a different standard from everyone. And unfortunately, when you do something as a pastor, and it is something pastors have accepted, that the judgment will likely be negative before it is a positive one. It is always you're guilty until you're proven innocent. What's up, people? Welcome to the 120 Principle. It's your boy Wessa Safari. It's another wonderful episode, and I'm glad you are here. If you have not subscribed, or please do, because we have only the coolest content here. It's just a cool podcast for young Christians, even old ones, but yeah, where we just talk about life from a Christian perspective. Now, I had a conversation with someone a while ago. I will not mention names. I know you want me to say who it is. I will not. And that tells you someone who, it's not a random stranger. But a year, and as of the day the time we are recording this, a year and 2 months ago, I was commissioned to be a pastor. I will tell you about that story. I will tell you how God has a crazy sense of humor, and how this guy who stands before you ended up becoming a pastor. I was having a conversation with someone, and this is what they said. You na hivyo vile unakaa, and aren't you too young? Shouldn't you be married? Mimi siwezi kuja kanisa yako ukiwa pastor. Now, of course, they were just, I don't know if they were being light or they actually meant it. But it hit me. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. It made me feel a type of way. Because why? Unaniambia hivyo why? Because I mean, just go away. We si friend yangu. Nata birthday yangu sitakuita. So, yeah, stay away from me. I felt bad. And I just wanted to take some time to just urge you, like Paul, I beseech thee, brethren, to pray for your pastor. Yes, pray for him. Pray for her. Pray for them. Guy, the burdens these people carry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let me give an example. Yes, so the other thing this person said was a conversation came up of like, well, in essence, he was suggesting that he doesn't get why pastors should have salaries and stuff. Yenye mnapata salaries sijui nini. I'm like, hey my guy, si ndo nimefika. I just arrived I just got here. Why are you like this? I kept it to myself. I kept it quiet. I don't know if they're going to watch this. Hopefully they will. I am not beefing. I am not dissing you. I almost said their name. It's nothing like that. But a lot of people think like this. So I thought I would shed some light, kidogo light, with my little minute knowledge on the matter. Okay. So, your average pastor, let's call them that. Let's give him a name. Let's call him Mose, Pastor Mose. I speak prophetically to the director of my show, Pastor Mose. So Mose is a pastor of a church. Say Mose is a husband of one wife who is a woman. Very important in this day and age to define clearly. And Mose is also the father to 2 kids. All right. Now, if Mose is going to be... So the word pastor technically means shepherd, right? Actually derived from the word pasture. So leading sheep to where they graze, like to God's... Yeah. So this is a shepherd. He's supposed to watch after the flock, right? Okay. So to add to his responsibilities as a husband, and his responsibilities as a father, Pastor Mose also has the responsibility of taking care of the flock. All right. Okay, now let's paint a scenario. Pastor Mose is a pastor of a young church with a congregation of, say, 50 members, right? 50 members. He's doing well. He's giving himself entirely to God and to the service. So he's balancing his family, but he's also balancing ministry and the people of God. All right. Pastor Mose has to worry about the church and what is going on in the church, the programs. All right. So Pastor Mose has to worry about what does a typical church service look like? Praise and worship. All right. He has to worry about the worship team. What else? Say we have the media and, there's the cameras and the projections. If Pastor Mose has a screen or a projector or something, he has to worry about that. Pastor Mose has to worry about the message that he's going to be preaching. Pastor Mose has to worry about the discipleship structure of the church, because he does not want to just feed them on Sundays, to feed his congregation on Sundays. He does not want the lambs and the sheep of God to be fed once a week. So he has to think of the discipleship programs and how they will go on, and the material that they will be studying together, and how they will study together, and who is going to lead them, and are they going to be discussing the right things, and are these groups going to genuinely do life together? In our church, we call them life groups. He has to worry about all of that. Pastor Mose has to worry about Sister Nancy, who hasn't showed up in church for 2 Sundays, right? Because it's a young church and he's a loving pastor. And he has to worry about Sister Nancy because Sister Nancy had an emergency or something. Or maybe he doesn't even know, but he just notices Sister Nancy hajakuwa akikuja. Ako sawa kweli. Nani anakuaga na yeye? Who is around her? Who's her friend? And he has to follow up and know what is going on. That is something to be added. Pastor Mose, last week but one, Brother Stephen Casti got mad at him because it was his birthday. It was Stephen's birthday, and Pastor Mose did not send a happy birthday text because he was swamped with other things. So Steve Casti akona amejam, amekula moto. Pastor Mose also yes, guys, there is more. Pastor Mose is here worried about Brother Achilles. These names they're surprising me the way they're surprising you. So Brother Achilles lost a family member. And Pastor Mose is worried about that. And of course, he has to be there present and visit with the family and pray with them together. Pastor Mose is also working with Brother Troy and Sister Immaculate, who are getting married in a few weeks' time. And he's walking them through premarital counseling, right? And he's walking them through it with all their drama and everything. So on that same weekend that they're getting married, on that Friday, Pastor Mose has to go and conduct a burial for the person who lost a family member. And it's a very sad mood, and it's very sad. And he has to be the one who's strong and comforting everyone and guiding the service through it, everything. And it gets to him because Pastor Mose is an introvert and he overthinks things. But the problem is this: on Saturday morning is a wedding. Now, Pastor Mose is still sad from the burial that happened yesterday. It got to him. But on this Saturday morning, Pastor Mose has to forget all that and be happy for these guys who are getting married. Guys, it's not easy being a pastor. Oh, yes. And Pastor Mose also, alipigiwa simu. He was called at 1 a.m. During the night yesterday because Karen insulted the husband and she was kicked out of the house at 1 a.m. and there was an emergency, and so he had to stop everything and sort that out. And the night before that one, at 1 a.m., again, Pastor Mose received a call from a police station that they had arrested one of the teenagers from the youth in his church. Guys, it's hard. It's really hard. And Pastor Mose is also facing, there's so many things I can say. He's also facing some difficulties in his marriage because of late he has been spending too much time in the ministry and catering to others. And the family is feeling like he has not forgotten them, but he has been distant. He's fighting all these battles, and they are very supportive and they love him. And they understand that he has all these bills to pay, their school fees, their house, and everything for provision. And these are all things that are going on in his mind. Not to mention the discouragements that they face all the time. Your church is not serious. Why do you just allow everyone in? I did not like how so-and-so was dressed while they were leading praise and worship, which are genuine things, right? Now you and your pastor wearing that shoe, hiyo kiatu imeisha sana, the shoe is really worn out, and these are all battles he has to face, and sometimes they do not have anyone to talk to or anyone that they can vent to. Sometimes pastors do not have outlets. So guys, pray for your pastor. Pray for them. They go through so much. And I'm talking about trials, but I'm also talking about temptations. Pastors are human beings, very vulnerable. And the society is always looking at them and you have to do right. You're judged by a different standard from everyone. And unfortunately, when you do something as a pastor, and it is something pastors have accepted, that the judgment will likely be negative before it is a positive one. It is always you're guilty until you're proven innocent. Now, I'm not saying that all of them are angels, with perfect personalities and everything. I know, and even the Bible says that in the end times, some people will use the gospel for their own selfish gain, and it is happening a lot. But I'm just saying, if you are a member of that church and you have accepted to be fed and shepherded by this shepherd, pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for them as God leads you. If you're able to go beyond it, well and good, but it shouldn't be out of coercion. Pray for your pastor. And for the pastor who is watching this, God still has you. And I know sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough. Sometimes you feel like you can do better. It is something I myself had to be told by multiple people to get it through my thick skull. And yes, it is very thick. See? Very thick. God is like, I get you, man. I am there with you. Even when you feel like I'm distant, even when you feel like I'm far away, I am there with you, and I am there for you always. Just follow my lead. Do not trust in your own strength. Use mine. I've got plenty. You just rely on me, and we'll see this through. I know sometimes you feel insufficient. You feel like you're not enough. The truth is you're not. But the good news is, it is not you. It is not by your own strength and by your own power. It is by my grace, which is sufficient for you, man. So walk through this. You've got it. You've got this. I've got you. You are mine. I have called you by name. I have trusted you with these people. I love you, man. Yeah. So guys, pray for your pastor. Pray for your pastor. Pray for your pastor. Hey, pray for your pastor. Hey, pray for your pastor. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening. That's it. That's all I wanted to share this day. Did you like the episode? Let us know in the comments. And thank you to everyone who has been commenting, by the way. I'm loving the interaction, reading the comments and just interacting with what we are thinking. Keep doing it. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe so that you can find more of this content. We need to push it out there to more people. Give us a thumbs up so that the algorithm will push it out to more people who need to hear this message. And God will bless you, man. And I'm not just saying that, it's true. God is going to bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, remember, always in whatever you do and wherever you are, to point them to Jesus. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Until next time, adios.